everyone, and welcome to our first ever Global Elementor Showoff competition.
A special contest for you, our dear web creators, to celebrate your works of art with the world and have the chance at winning it big. I am Zev.
And I'm Hadass.
And we are your hosts for today. Hadass, are you excited?
Of course I am. Are you excited?
Wow.
We received thousands of website submissions and have worked around the clock with our community leaders, Elementor judges, and of course, you guys, to select the best of the best.
And honestly, really, it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy at all.
Not at all.
No.
But we managed to narrow it down with our voting system, where 30% came from the community and another 30% from our judges, and the remaining 40% from you. By the way, the top country with the most submissions is the USA.
Great job, USA.
And the category that got the most submissions is portfolio.
That's really interesting, you know?
Right?
We really have been blown away with your creativity and outside-the-box thinking, and are happy to announce that we have 10 nominees per category.
Ooh-ah. This means that we have 50 extremely excited web creators waiting to find out who will win the e-commerce, content, portfolio, landing page, and experimental categories.
These 5 categories winners will receive a creative package containing an iPad, AirPods, and Apple Pencil, and one of them will be crowned Best Website of Elementor Showoff 2022.
What?
Yes.
Say that again?
Best Website of Elementor 2022.
Wow. So, how will it work? Well, first off, we aren't celebrating alone.
No, it's not a party.
No, not at all.
No.
Joining us are Asaf and Tali, who represent the Elementor judges from the Elementor headquarters.
Hi, guys. How are you? How do you feel?
We're great.
It's great to
We're
have
great.
you. Now let's continue. Who else is joining us?
And joining us from Canada and India are Zoe and Ankush. They represent the voice of the community, and we'll hear about their experience browsing through tons of websites in the quest of finding the best one.
Wow.
Hi, guys. Can you hear us? Hi.
Yes,
Hey guys.
Great to have
Hi.
you here.
Great
excited
to
be
be
here.
here.
Wow, that's not easy, eh?
No,
That's
it's
a-
not.
that's
It's a
a-
lot of
that's a
websites,
tricky
seriously.
thing. I
Yeah,
mean-
that's a lot.
Wow. And last but not least, we have invited 3 well-known guest speakers, Reno, Daryl, and Imran, who will talk about topics such as from Figma to Elementor, responsive design, and landing page strategies. They'll also take some live questions, so go ahead and add them to the chat so you can ask them. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining.
Besides giving us
Hey
some...
guys, how are you?
Hi, guys.
Hey. There we go. We can see you.
There.
Awesome. Great.
So great that you're here with us.
Wow. Very excited.
Really excited to hear your talks also at the meantime.
We'll get
Yeah.
back to you very
We'll
soon.
get back to you. Besides giving us some great tips and insights, all 3 guest speakers will help determine who wins the grand prize and is crowned Best Website of Elementor Showoff 2022. That's
Wow.
exciting.
Wow.
Yeah.
And in addition to all this, we also have an honorable mention for a website that made it very far in the competition. And this website wins an Apple Pencil and an iPad. And we also have a special giveaway for you, our viewers.
All you need to do is share your experience of this live event on social media, tag us with @Elementor, and add this hashtag, #Showoff2022. This one.
There we go. And
What?
one of you will win a fresh pair of AirPods. We'll announce the winner at the end of the event and extra points for being original and creative. All right.
I think it's time.
I think, yeah. We have it, right?
I think we do.
So without further ado,
Let's start with our first category of the day. Since we received so many of this website, we have to start with it. You probably figured it out already. We are talking about portfolio websites.
these websites are very important for business owners and individuals alike. If you want people to know about you in the vastness of the World Wide Web, having a killer portfolio is necessary to connect with your audience. All right,
it's time.
And the nominees are
Stefan from Austria,
Piperita from Italy,
Samuel from Austria,
Philip from Mali, Pavel from Czech Republic,
Dudu from Israel,
David from Sweden, Ben from Israel,
O from Israel, and Eddie from Singapore. What an amazing website,
Wow.
right?
How can you choose a winner?
I don't know. I've been blown away each time.
Wow, they're all so amazing. But, I mean, we need to announce the first winner, right?
Yeah, we're ready for that?
I think so.
Yeah? Okay, so are you ready?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, let's do it. And
the winner is Stefan from Austria. Hi, Stefan.
Hi!
Congratulations.
How do you feel?
Let's see if we can get you, if we can hear you.
We can't hear you, so maybe we'll see if you're on mute or something so we can hear what you're thinking. How do you feel?
Congratulations, Stefan.
Do you hear me?
Yay!
Yay! Awesome.
Hey, I'm there. I'm alive. Look at me.
Congrats.
So,
That's amazing. Hi, guys. Thank you so much. I'm totally thrilled. I cannot even explain.
Awesome.
tell us a little bit about the website. How was it to build it, the experience, something about it?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? It was an amazing road actually for me, and a really strange experience because I changed my visual identity of my company with my business partner from Belgrade, Jovan Lakic, who is the owner of General Condition. You guys actually worked a lot together, and he's a very proud user of Elementor as well. So we did this magical story. As you see, I'm very, yeah, where it is.
Oh,
I'm
that's
totally
cool.
fully branded. Yeah, I know, right? Everything is very, very
Wow, all
strange.
branded.
That's cool.
So yeah, I'm super excited, and thank you guys so much for this amazing opportunity. I'm very, very happy.
You
You
did
guys are
awesome.
amazing.
You did an amazing job, and we're really happy that you are
Thank
our
you.
winner.
Congratulations once again, and you make a chance at winning
Thank
the
you.
big prize. So
Yeah,
stay tuned.
Fingers crossed.
Good luck.
So, as much as people love make portfolio websites, creating something truly unique and inspiring deserves its own category, which brings us to experimental websites.
These websites are born out of the need to express one's inner artist in a way that visitors can relate to. Countless hours spent on tweaking and perfecting these sites so they can go to sleep knowing they are one step closer to perfection. We are truly impressed by the creative ways web creators used Elementor to build these phenomenal sites, so let's see them.
Let's see them.
The nominees are Rodrigo from Paraguay,
Kayla from the USA,
Willie from Peru,
Choose from Spain, Yoni from Israel,
Sunil from Nepal,
Francisco from Chile,
Afrono Madness from Spain, Rhoda from Austria,
and Javier from El Salvador. I have to say that I was truly amazed about those websites.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't know that we can do those crazy things. It was
Out of the box.
amazing, seriously. Great job, all of you.
How are we going to choose a winner?
Somebody chooses for us. This is
Oh.
the fun part here.
Yeah, you're
we,
right.
we don't need to choose.
You can just
we
read
just give out
off the
prizes.
teleprompter.
Yeah.
That's great.
Okay.
All right, so
Are
the
you ready?
second winner for today
Yeah, and the winner is
is
Yoni,
Yoni from Israel.
Hi, Yoni, and you have
Hey,
a friend
Adar.
there.
Hey
Hi.
guys,
Congratulations. How are you? How are
thank you
experiencing
very
this?
much.
Who is your friend?
We built the website together.
Yes.
I'm Yuda, and
And I'm Yoni.
it's
And it's a big honor to be here And wow.
We're so excited. It's amazing.
Tell us a bit about the website. Why did you build it? I mean, it's about quakes, so.
Yeah, so we thought about this subject, and it's very important to everyone living on our planet. And we wanted everybody that wants to know what to do in case of an earthquake and
Yes.
the history of it. And we did it in a very simple and I would
Yes.
say,
It's so important to everybody to know about it.
It's an important cause, that's for sure.
Awesome. And what got you inspired for that specifically, if you can share?
sorry, didn't hear that.
What inspired you to build that?
We thought about something that will be interesting to see, like we did the animations and something that will be
Unusual.
website that will be fun to scroll and watch the information on it.
I have to
Right.
say it was lots of fun to scroll.
So congratulations again, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So all these awesome websites we saw, they don't just come about randomly, right? They all start as an idea in our head and then transform into a design on a design platform. But how do you transfer this design to a real working website with Elementor? And to answer this question, we invited Rino de Boer, also known as Living with Pixels, to talk about transforming your Figma designs into an Elementor website. Hi, Rino.
Hi, Reno.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
We're happy that you're here, and we're eager to hear what you're going to tell us and how we're going to do those things.
Absolutely, I'm prepared.
Please go ahead. The stage is yours.
All right. So I'm gonna share my screen now. I hope it's visible. I'm gonna click play, and hopefully you can all see my screen. Yes, do you see it? Okay, perfectly. Well, hi everyone. So my name is Rino. I'm a web designer and YouTuber from the Netherlands, and I run a channel called Living with Pixels, even though I work with percentages a lot of the times. So the keynote, this presentation is called Transforming Your Figma Design into Elementor, because I have this workflow where I first design my whole website in a design tool and then I go into Elementor. But why do I do that? And what is Figma to begin with for the people that are new to this workflow? So Figma is a design tool. And all you can do is just create a kind of mock-up. It's not a real functional website, but it's just to create the visual part of it. You can make some things clickable, but in the back end, it's nothing real. But this is really interesting because with a tool like this, you can do anything. You don't have to think about all kinds of technical things. It's just a visual way. And the beautiful thing is that you can compare the designs that you've made next to each other. You can create wireframes, and therefore you're much better prepared. So why this is so important? I want to give you a few of the benefits, but the main benefit is that you are wasting a lot of time if you don't first create a design before you start an Elementor. And this sounds counterintuitive because you first create a design in the tool and then you go in Elementor and you do it again, it seems, but there are actually a lot of benefits to it. So let me just give you the first one, which is speed. So projects actually go a lot faster and you reduce feedback rounds by having a plan up front. This is a big one because what happens with a lot of people, they start an Elementor and they're like, hey, I can do this and this and that. And then the client is not happy and again and again. And then they have so many revision rounds that the feedback takes longer than the building of the website itself. And that's not a very pleasant experience. So if you prepare everything up front, then your client knows what's going to happen and you're going to have less frustration, because what you can do with this approach, you can first create your design and then you can tell your client like, hey, this is the design. If you agree to this design, then we're going to build that later. And therefore there's less frustration for you and for your client. All right. The third benefit is that the client thinks you are a professional, because a good somebody who prepared their work seems more professional, and that's just the way you are perceived. And then this one, big one, you don't have to think about all the technical parts. I mean, yes, Elementor is drag and drop, but it's not just like a design tool, because you have to think about hosting, WordPress plugins, containers, widgets, all those kinds of things. And in a design tool, you can just do whatever you want. So your creativity can go to space. Okay, so step up your game and design without any limitation in Figma. But then the question, of course, is how do you do that? What is that process? How does that look like? So I want to give you an example of a website that I've designed and how I did that, how I would approach that. So this is a design. It's for a startup company. As you can see, a scooter company. So yeah, here's my approach, how I would do a design like that. The first thing that I always do is I start with the colors, because in a design tool, you're working with colors and colors that repeat throughout your website. You also have that option in Elementor in the site settings. So always use the site settings and never just pick a random color. Always connect it to your global color, so then you know that everything is the same in your design tool as in Elementor. Second thing is fonts, same process, but here I've learned something new actually last year, and that is that you should set up your fonts and the sizes in the global fonts tab and not in the H1 to H6, because you can use the H1 and H6 for SEO, and then this is the styling. So that is separated. So the font settings in Figma are the same as in Elementor then. The third thing is images. So this is where a lot of you can get a lot of benefit by making sure that your images are exported right. So don't export the shadows, unlink the shadows, and make sure that the image is as small as possible. And also don't make it too big. If you know the size that you need, export it just that size, and don't make it bigger, because you want to keep your website fast. Then I would start in Elementor by setting up the grid. So in a tool like Figma, you have a grid, and you work, your main design is within a grid, right? Because it's not full, most websites are not full width. And in Elementor, the default is 1140. And so you have to actually set up your width to 1120. That's a little bit too complex for now, but you want to make sure that your design in Figma is the same width as in Elementor. Then I would think about the container setup before thinking about widgets. Think about what kind of blocks you need to put all of the widgets in, and what kind of widgets are actually outside of their container. So first, create a layout, makes it easy for you. Then the sixth thing is the widgets and alignments. This, of course, is the most work. You have to set up all the settings and make sure everything looks good. And of course, connect it to the global settings and the global fonts. Then the seventh step is the effects. So things like hovers, animations to make it look nice. And then you think you're done, but, oh, this is a screenshot for the effects. Then you think you're done, but then I would first make the responsive perfect before moving on to the next section. And this is where I think most people go wrong, because they are building the website and they think they're making progress, and then responsive is an afterthought, and then it's so much more work. So if you do that per section or per container, it's a lot better. And Imran will tell a little bit more about this as well. So yeah, first set up your tablet. Don't just do mobile. Put the tablet as well, maybe even ultra wide. Make sure everything is good, and then you can move on to the next one. You can copy the things you've already done, and that just makes the whole process a lot faster. So it's a short presentation on my workflow. I hope that you liked it. If you want more content like this, Living with Pixels is my YouTube name. And that's it. I hope you liked it. And if there are questions, let me know.
Great.
Thank you so much for sharing sharing your valuable tips and insights. Thank you very much, Rino. And we'll come back to you also a little bit later on. Our next category got a lot of attention in the last 2 years. Transitioning from brick and mortar to online was challenging. And the need to sell products on the web increased rapidly. So naturally, we saw tremendous growth in this category, which of course is e-commerce. There we go.
Isa from Spain.
Bene from Germany.
Glenn from Belgium,
WePixel from Romania,
Pauline from France,
Will from the UK,
Primoz from Slovenia,
Marcelo from Brazil,
Andres from Colombia,
and Hamel from the USA. What an amazing e-commerce website, right?
Wow.
I want to buy everything, seriously.
Let's do it.
Let's go on a shopping spree and buy everything.
I'm all for. But
Okay.
no, we need to.
We need to announce it.
Yeah, we need to be. Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's yes.
Okay, so
The
and
winner
is Glenn
Glenn
from Belgium. Hi, Glenn. Congratulations.
Hi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
How do you feel?
It's like, yeah, I feel speechless for this event. So, there are thousands, as you mentioned, there are thousands of us who participated. But, I won in this competition. But congratulations also for the participants who participated in this event.
How was it to build the website? Tell us a little bit about the project.
Yeah, it's quite complicated than the usual websites because first and foremost, it's a WooCommerce thing and it's a multilingual website. So it's like you build 100% website in a one language plus another 50% for a second language and then another 50% for a third language. And there's some hectic or challenges there because if you build in one language, like it's in English, and then you translate it with another language, there's some conflict with the codes from Elementor to another plugins. Then that's why you really have to be a full stack web developer in that case to customize, to work with filters, hooks, and you have to be patient in reading the documentations from different plugins, and then you have to contact those supports to collaborate them together. So that's why it's challenging. And now you choose me, and it's worth it.
Well, congratulations. We're very, very happy that you were chosen. And we wish you good luck for the big grand prize.
Yeah, and I think it's
Thank
time
you so much.
for a small break and see what's going on at Elementor headquarters.
Yeah, let's
And
check them out.
Yeah, let's talk with two of our Elementor judges, Tali and Asaf. Hi, guys. Are you there?
Hi, Asaf, Das and Ziv.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hi, we're good. We're wondering what's the vibe over there, what's going on, and how was judging the websites?
So here it's very exciting. We're very excited to see all these amazing websites that we already seen, but to see them on the screen and see everybody and share with them this amazing piece of work. This is really exciting, and we are very curious about who will be the winner,
Yeah.
obviously.
And I want to say that I think it was one of the hardest things I did at Elementor, choosing the website for the finalists. So definitely a big shout out for everyone who submitted their website and of course to the winners. And I'm dying to know who will be the #1 winner for the best website.
We're
Right.
eager to know also,
We'll have
but
to wait.
I guess,
We have to wait it
we need
out.
to
But
wait.
it's not going to be the prize.
No, this is not a prize. This is not a prize. Yes.
All right.
This
This
is
is the
just a
prize?
copy, I have to say. The prizes are right here behind us.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh my God, it's not a real
Yeah,
one.
you can see them.
So thank you very
bad.
much, Tali and Asaf, for going over thousands of submissions for this competition to help choose the best of the best. And we really know that it wasn't easy. So,
Now let's move on
Thank
to our next category. This is an extremely important type of web page, generally made for marketing or advertising campaigns.
these pages are designed with a single focus. The call to action is specific, and it's an integral part of the marketing funnel. And when done correctly, landing pages can be a cost-efficient way to increase conversion rates. The nominees are Christoph from Germany,
Vladan from Serbia,
Ashley from the USA,
Saeed from Pakistan,
Thomas from the USA,
Dan from the USA,
Dang from Vietnam,
Richard from Germany,
Renee from Australia,
Mikhailo from Germany. This always amazes me that you do so much creativity in a single page.
Right.
Right? It's like, how do you combine everything and
there's a lot of thinking.
I
and
know.
Not
I
only
know.
design, but also it's
Crazy.
wow.
And I think it's time.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And
the winner is Dan from the USA. Hi, Dan. Congratulations.
Hi, Elementor team, creative designers and developers. Thank you for choosing my work. I know it was really difficult to decide because there is a lot of very beautiful and perfectly made websites in this contest. So thank you again, and I really appreciate it. My name is Dan. Currently, I'm working from Indonesia, Bali.
Wow.
My very first website was made back in 1998. You know, when I had some hair on my head. So,
Cool.
yeah, believe me, I tried almost all of known software frameworks and other methods of building websites, you know, like coding websites in Notepad from scratch in the beginning. Yeah, and I was very excited when I discovered Elementor in 2018. For this project, I made this website in 4 weeks. The main section I made with the help of neural networks, you know, to make some slow motion for the video and for upscaling it. Then I used some Photoshop filters to edit every frame. And the VR glasses are made basically in Blender 3D. And then I combined everything in Elementor using JavaScript. By the way, currently now I'm working on my very first Elementor plugin. It will be free, and it is in the field of motion design, and I hope it goes live very, very soon. So Elementor team, thank you very much. I'm so excited, and yeah, that's
congratulations again, congratulations. And thank you for sharing that with us. And good luck also. You might win the grand prize.
Yeah, we're crossing fingers for you. So we saw some great landing pages in the last category, but what makes a good landing page? And how should you build it so it will perform best?
Right, good questions.
Right?
And this brings us to our second guest speaker, Daryl Wilson. And he'll be talking about optimizing landing pages with Elementor and going over some interesting strategies you can apply to increase conversions.
Nice.
Hi, Daryl.
Hi.
What's up, guys? How are you?
Good.
Good. Excited. Thank you for joining us.
Great to have you here.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Great. Thanks for inviting me.
Awesome. And the stage is yours. Please go ahead.
All right. Hey, guys. My name is Daryl Wilson. You guys have probably seen me on YouTube, maybe talking about tutorials about WordPress or just general theme reviews. Elementor invited me, you know, to this event, and I'm really excited to be here. I have seen just some of these websites. I didn't even know you can do some of this stuff with Elementor. After I saw these, I'm just like, man, like this is good stuff. You know, it truly is. And yeah, today I'm going to be talking about landing page strategies, and I'm going to go a little bit step further because a lot of people ask me, they're saying, okay, you made the website, but what next, right? So we're going to talk about all of that today. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So here we go. Now, let's just first talk about the actual practices, right? So let's just not talk about design for just 1 second and just talk about the actual technicals of the landing page, right? Now, this is a Google recommendation, right? So whatever site you're building, your site needs to be loading at under 3 seconds. If it goes above 3 seconds, there's a chance it can start deranking in SEO, and that's not good, where you get like thrown on the page of like 800 and like you're never seen again. So you don't want to go there, you know? So make sure that your page loads under 3 seconds. The next thing I want to talk about is limiting the options. You know, when you are building a landing page, just make one simple call to action. And we're going to talk about, you know, I'll give you guys some examples in just a bit, but you want to limit the options on the landing page. You don't want to give them like 4 buttons, right? There's no reason to do that, right? The next thing is, and this is a big beginner's mistake that I see all the time on my YouTube channel, is guys, keep your designs consistent. Whatever you do on the homepage, whatever little style and animation that you do on the homepage and maybe the next section, carry that throughout the rest of the website. It's going to make your website look a lot more consistent, and people are going to understand your identity and what your website is about. And then here's some tips. don't use more than 3 colors. All right. I've seen people who use like 5 or 6 or 7 colors. And at that point, the website identity gets lost. And when I go to these websites, I don't know what they're about. I'm kind of like, I don't know what they're trying to prove here, but yeah, so you want to keep it under 3 colors or less than that, right? And fonts, when you are making your websites, just use 2 fonts. All right, 2 fonts maximum. All right, I'll just say that 2 fonts maximum. Don't go below past 3 because then it gets really, really tacky. Now, whenever you guys do go to landing pages, the message needs to be understood immediately. So when someone goes to your websites, they need to understand, okay, what is this website about? What are they telling me? What are they all about, right? So you want to make sure that your message is understood as soon as possible. And of course, create a strong call to action. Let me give you guys some examples. This is a website that I use called Whimsical. And they actually have, we actually took a lot of these landing pages here, and I actually screenshotted all of them, and I wanted to basically walk through these and show you how they're very consistent with each other. So here you guys can see that, just for this basic e-commerce one right here, I'll go ahead and zoom in. You can see that, we have the product, we have the text, subtext, call to action, right? It's only directing them to buy something. It's not giving them too many choices. It's saying, here, go ahead and buy this. This chair is beautiful, make the sale, right? And then below that, we have the same thing, right? We have the header text, we have a subtext, and then we have just a call to action, right? Not too many choices. You can see here also the fonts, the color, everything's consistent, right? So we don't want to lose our identity. And here we go. We got delicious. Oh, let me see here. Wait, there we go. All right. Sorry about that. And then here, we have our color scheme. We have the same thing, call to action, or, the content, call to action, and so on and so forth. So when you guys are building your website, you guys can just take a look at these screenshots right here and see how they're very consistent. You just want to make sure that you follow good web design practices for your landing page strategy. Now let's go ahead and talk about the next thing really quick, which is what goes on the landing page. And we just talked about it, right? So here we have the header text and the subheader text, right? I'm going to go ahead and alt tab here, right? So we can see that most of these, except for this one right here, which is a custom kind of like a portfolio, those get creative. Those, those can do whatever they want. But we always have a header text, subtext, right? Header text, subtext, and then follow it up with a call to action right here. All right. All these right here have call to actions, except you can see the design one, which is a portfolio, which kind of goes off the grid, right? Now, different niches can use different structures. So if you guys are, like we talked about the portfolio, that again is a little bit unique. For portfolios and agencies, they can sort of branch outside of the typical boring web design practices, and they can get creative. Like we saw those websites today, they look really, really good. I don't even know how they did that with Elementor. I learn something new every day. And here we go. Images are half the battle. When you guys do see these landing pages, what you're truly seeing here is the images. The images sells, right? If you have a pixelated image, if you have an image that just doesn't really, look good, people are not gonna, they're not gonna be interested. They're gonna say, hey man, the site looks weird, looks scammy. I'm gonna go ahead and click off. You just lost someone, So make sure that you guys are using really, really nice images for your landing pages. And then again, create a strong call to action. All right. So I just want to go ahead and just, give you guys another example here. These are actual live websites, and you can see these live websites are following the same practice, just like these other demo websites, right? This is Skype.com, where we can see they have this strong call to action. Android. In fact, these websites all look too similar, but hey, these websites are multi-million-dollar websites, so what they're doing is working, right? So yeah, that is pretty much it for the landing page, right? Now, a lot of users ask me, they're saying, Daryl, you make these really nice demos on your tutorials. You guys have probably seen them before. You're saying, how do you make this, right? And what goes next, right? So we have our landing page, right? But what's the next step? Well, let's go ahead and just quickly go over here. And I want to really break this down and really, poke your brain here. So here we have like the actual hero image, right? And the main purpose of this is, again, call to action, clear message, and limit the choices, right? You don't want to give people too many choices. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit more. There we go. So the landing page, call to action, clear message, limit the choices. Now, what is the next section? Well, we're going to talk about that. This is called the support section. So with the support section, you want to create support for your initial hero image, right? Or I guess you want to say landing page. And what you want to do here is you want to support the claims or doubts. And then you also want to introduce the next section. And when you guys introduce the next section, make sure that you sort of diversify the next section, right? You can have an image on one side, or a very common practice is having 3 columns, right? That's a very common practice. And then also introduce the next color palette if necessary, right? So here you can see that we decided to choose a black color palette, and we're supporting our initial landing page or our hero image, right? We're supporting the claim and we're creating supporting images, all right? Now, what's the next section? The next section is we have the confidence, right? So why should people buy your service? Why should they engage with your website? Now's the time to shine, right? So you want to showcase, whoops, sorry about that. You want to showcase anything relevant to your service, right? And also you can adjust the design, switch images around, introduce new patterns, make it, if you're going to introduce anything, this would be the section, right? Invite users with a strong call to action. So on this page right here we go, scroll down. You do want to create another call to action. You want to basically sell them again, saying, okay, here's our confidence. What do you think? Take action, right? So you always want to introduce another call to action. If you guys look at the Elementor website, they actually follow these practices. I've actually taken a look at their website and I've seen it. And then also here we have a show off your services or product, right? Now, what is the next section? The next section is the testimonial. So you want to create social proof for your service, right? You want to build confidence for people to take action, and you want to just keep it simple, right? Just say, hey, I love this service. I love this website. It's great, right? And at this point, the goal is to convince users. The goal is to convince scrolling users. So anyone that's scrolling down, you kind of want them to stop and say, wait, look at this. Don't leave yet, because when they get closer to the bottom of the page, there's a chance they might leave. And we don't want that. We want them to stay on the website, right? And then also here we have create a strong call to action if necessary, or even like a subscriber box or something like that. So here we go. Testimonial. You want to support original claim and you want to build confidence to take action. Now, what is the next section? Oh, let's keep going. We got one more section here, and that is summarize, or maybe even just re-summarize, right? Now, this is probably the last chance for your visitor to do something, right? So this is kind of like all right, guys, we gotta really sell them. They're almost at the footer. If they get to the footer, that's not good. They're probably going to leave the websites. And then you want to restate the original message. You want to offer an additional call to action if necessary. And this includes like an email subscription box. This includes, just a call to action to go somewhere, a contact us, learn more about us, just something, just navigate them on that website and keep them there as long as possible. And then at the bottom right here, we have win their confidence with upsells. So if you have anything at this point that you want to showcase for your website, this is the last chance that you got, man, because at this point, they're getting near the footer and then they might head out the door at this point. So you'd want to re-summarize. And then here at the bottom, we have our footer where, we have pages. And I believe people add the pages here because the pages are basically saying, but wait, there's more. Check out the about us, check out our reviews, check out our social links. You want to keep them there as long as possible, or just have them go to your social profiles. So that you finish it off with the footer at the bottom. And that is pretty much it for the landing page strategies. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So I hope this really helped you guys out. Yeah. You guys have probably seen me talk a lot about tutorials and everything on YouTube, and many people ask me, how do you build the website? What's the next section? What should I include on my landing page? Now you guys know, so go have fun and make beautiful websites.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Daryl, for sharing your knowledge with us. Really, lots of golden nuggets there to become a better web creator and a marketer. So thank you for that.
And before we continue, I just want to remind you guys that we're still waiting for you to share your experience of this event. So don't forget to tag us at Elementor with the hashtag. You can see it right underneath me, hashtag Showoff2022. And now, let's go over to Zoe and Ankush, leaders from our community. Let's see them.
Let's do it.
Guys, Zoe, okay.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Yeah, you're here. Hi. So happy that you joined us. How are you guys?
Let's wait for to get you on the screen.
See. I want to see them. Where do all right, yeah, here you are.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, first of all, we'd like to know from you two what it's like to be a leader in our community, and also how you experienced judging all the amazing submissions for the Showoff 2022.
It was probably difficult, right?
Ankush, do you want to go first?
Yeah, sure, why not? Well, oh boy, I can tell you, I can tell you for sure, it wasn't easy. There were some great submissions, and they really, really made our job difficult. It's awesome to see web creators showing us what landing pages can look like Daryl said. I mean, there were not a single one out there, and it's really awesome to see that so much more can be done with it. And as far as being a community leader, I mean, it has numerous advantages and benefits. It's great to give back. It's amazing to share my knowledge with everyone. And in turn helps me learn something new from time to time as well. And most importantly, it has helped me expand my business as it brings me networking opportunities, credibility, and visibility. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a win-win situation for me. So happy to be here, and congratulations to all the winners.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Yeah, well, for me personally, I don't know if I view myself as a community leader more than a community lurker. I'm always just lurking in the background, having a look, keeping eyes on what everyone's doing. I'm sure I speak for all of the Elementor community members when I say the Facebook group is probably the most active group you're ever going to be in terms of getting help, seeing great examples of the platform, and really pushing your ability. So I'm really grateful to be in there to see what everyone's doing daily. I'm grateful to help where I can, because I know I've definitely reached out in a pinch and been saved by other community members. So thank you guys. And yeah, the judging, whoo, guys, I mean, I don't even think I should be a web designer anymore after seeing a lot of the entries. I'm like, am I any good? Definitely making me question my ability. So yeah, really, really exciting entries this year. I can't wait for a Showoff 2023. Hadass has done a really great job of putting this on and building this up. So thanks for letting me be involved, and I cannot wait to see who gets to go to Thailand.
Yeah,
Wow.
we can wait as well.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you, Zoe and Ankush, and thanks for
you.
taking your time to judge all these amazing websites that we saw so far. Thank you very much.
Now
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Now let's move on to our final category of the day.
No ways.
Yes, yes.
No ways. Already?
That's it.
Wow.
We reached category number 5.
Let's do
So, in the past, we used to consume knowledge through newspapers and encyclopedias. But in nowadays, getting all the information we need literally just a click away.
Sites with great content are known and loved by many. They are set up smartly, stand out from the crowd, and easy to consume, keeping visitors engaged, sometimes for hours on end. The nominees are Grace from the USA,
Michelle from the USA,
Edmundas from Ireland,
Nazareno from the USA,
Sean from the USA,
Lisbeth from the Netherlands,
Lucy from the UK,
Tal from Israel,
Pavel from Israel,
and Catherine from Austria. Look at those amazing content websites.
Wow.
Seriously, I want to read everything inside.
Wow.
Everything.
Awesome.
Sounds so cool. Looks so cool. It's like, I don't know how they did it. I really want to know.
Let's find out.
Yeah, they need to teach me. Teach me. How do you do that? Okay, I really need to know.
But we need to choose a winner.
I know, but they're
The last
great.
category winner.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay.
Okay. And
the winner is
Lucy from the UK. Hi, Lucy. Congratulations.
Hello. Hi. I'm absolutely amazed.
Congratulations.
I'm in shock.
How do you feel? How is it to build this website? And tell us a little bit about it.
Amazing. Well, I've been designing websites for other people on Elementor for a while now, and I recently went full-time with my own food blog, which is my own project, and I poured everything into making this design and making it happen. So it's amazing to get the recognition for it.
Oh, that sounds so cool. I love it that it's like your project for you. So
Yes, yeah.
I guess that you feel so proud right now.
Yeah, it matters way more than anything else has mattered. I know that sounds terrible. I hope none of my previous clients are watching this.
That's okay. It's for
It's all
yourself.
cool.
You need to be proud of it. That's fine. It should be top priority for you.
Yeah, it's good. We're all in the web
Definitely.
creator community. So
Well, thank you so much.
thank you. And you make a chance at winning the big prize as well, so stay tuned with
Yeah,
us.
crossing fingers for you.
Amazing.
So we saw a lot of great content websites in this category, and we know that keeping visitors engaged is a top priority. But how do you do it when most of us consume it on the go?
Right. There's a lot on the go, right?
Yeah.
So our last guest speaker for today is Imran Siddiq from Web Squadron. Hi, Imran.
Hi.
And he's going
how
to
you
talk.
doing, guys? You're doing a great talk and event today. Well done on everyone involved.
Thank
You're
you.
doing great.
Awesome, Imran. Hi, you're going to be talking with everybody over here about just making sure that your website looks good on all devices. So thank you.
This is
And
really important, by the way, I have to say.
It's super important.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's-
we're always on
the
our cell
pressure.
phones. We need to know how to do it the right way.
That's where the technology goes.
Yeah.
Need to make sure. Imran, please go ahead. The stage is yours.
Excellent. Cheers. Thanks for that. Okay. Hopefully you can see my screen. Hopefully it should be on. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So the perfect responsive approach. I mean, this isn't just for mobile. We're talking about tablet, desktop, laptop as well. It's really, really easy for us as designers or developers to just go away and start creating websites. And it's very common for you to build a 20-page website. You get to the end and you kind of go, I didn't really think about the tablet or the mobile in terms of how it looked. And I am going to, in this talk about images, your fonts and things like that. But if you don't start thinking about your layout or your wireframe, not just your desktop, start scribbling down how your mobile's going to look as well. If you don't do that from the get-go, you're going to be duplicating tons of effort. And if you want to become an efficient agency where you can turn around websites in a couple of days or maybe a bit longer than that, then you really want to be thinking ahead of the game. So here are my 5 killer tips that you really should be considering. This presentation will be over in 20 seconds, by the way, so, don't worry about it. Tip number 1 is think about your breakpoints. Now, come on, Elementor gives it to you. You can see what your website looks like in desktop, tablet, or mobile. So my tip to you is when you're creating your header or your first hero banner, you make sure it looks amazing in the desktop. Then you move on to the tablet and make it look amazing there. Then you move on to the mobile and you complete the trilogy. You make it look so goddamn brilliant, you fall off your chair before you move on to the next section or container, okay? Don't ignore the breakpoints. And don't forget, you have the facility to expand on that as well. So if you really do care about putting your phone in horizontal mode, I mean, who does that these days unless you're watching YouTube? But if you really want to consider that for a website as well, go and make sure you do that. Tip number 2. And this is a bit of a weird one. It's not really a tip. It's just like a subjective point here. Do you build from the desktop and then work your way down to the mobile? Or do you start with the mobile and work your way up? There is no right or wrong answer here, okay? Do what feels natural to you. I like to start with the desktop, mainly because when I get to the mobile, I will then responsively hide or remove items. I find it easier to go, right, what have I got? And what do I want to get rid of? Think of it like when you're married or in a relationship and then you realize, what, do I really want to stay with them? And you want to get rid of stuff now? Think of it like that. Tip number 3, and this is one I swear by. When you're building your sections or containers or anything, just get your content in. Don't worry too much about your padding, your margin, your VW, your VH, all of that. Just get the stuff in. If you're working to a pixel perfect design, you are bound by what the design looks like. It's got to look like this, and you will make it look like that. If, however, you have a bit of flexibility, just get all your components in and then refine. What is the font for your heading? What is the font for your text? How far apart are the buttons going to be? Is it going to be a row or a column? Are you going to be wrapping? Start working on that. And then this all fits back to what I said earlier. Once you've done that and you've tweaked it, you're now working in what I call the perfect section or container mindset, okay? And once you've refined how it looks, it's going to help you out going further. This brings me on to images. Very, very common, because like I'm working on someone's website today because they've reached out for help. Their mobile page speed score is tragic. It's awful. Why is it tragic? Because every goddamn image in there is 1920 by 1080. That was great for your desktop, your hero banner. But what about your mobile? The trick is just duplicate the image. You do know that in Elementor, when you go to mobile, your image will be grayed, which means you can replace it. So put a copy of that image into your media library, scale it to be 700 in height, crop it to be maybe 500, so 500 by 700, and put that in your mobile. Believe me, you will thank me, right, when you start to see the impact that has on your page speed. And tip number 5, this is one of my favorites, and I respect this massively. When you're working out your fonts, and Reno touched on this as well, when you're working out what your sizes are going to be for your H1, H2, and your body text, use some, look, there's some font clamp generators out there, and I've done videos on it, which will tell you where to go. But if you use font clamp to what's the word, control your fonts, you're now going to have a transitional effect. At the moment, when we do our fonts, we have desktop font, tablet font, and mobile font. And what happens as we shrink our screen is we see a jump. We go from big font, medium font to little font. There's a jump going on. If you use font clamp, and I know this image and animation I've got on here isn't brilliant, but what will happen is within some parameters, your font will literally just shrink and grow, and you won't have this jump effect going on. And if you care a lot, and Reno's done a very good video very recently about responsiveness in terms of containers as well. If you care about how your website looks, regardless of the size, you really should consider this, because what I'm trying to get at is we can't cater for every single breakpoint, okay? Because devices are changing all the time. But if you think carefully about your images, your font clamp, and how you use your Flexbox containers. Hey, if you're not using Flexbox containers, you have a go. You're going to love it, okay? If you do it very carefully, it doesn't matter whether someone opens your website on a massive screen or a small screen, your website will adjust to that. Oh yeah, and by the way, I'm on YouTube. You know, you might have seen me around, you know, I do the odd video like now and again. That's all, by the way.
All right, thank you, Imran. Thank you very much for sharing these valuable tips and insights. And very soon we'll call back all 3 guest speakers of today to help announce the best website and grand prize winner.
Wait. Can you say it again?
The best website and grand prize winner.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know what they're going to receive?
No, tell me.
Okay.
Okay, I know. Tell them.
You know, right? An Apple Studio display, and be our special guest in WordCamp Asia in Bangkok, Thailand.
This is crazy.
Right.
This is a crazy prize,
It
I have
really
to
is.
say.
Wow.
But before that, we would like to shine the light on a website that got the judges' attention and made it very far in the competition, but didn't win the best in their category.
We want to give this website an honorable mention, which it really, really deserves,
It
as
deserves.
well as an Apple Pencil and an iPad.
So, congratulations to Girl vs. Cancer.
Made by Will from the UK. All right. Now, let's see which one of our viewers wins a fresh set of AirPods for sharing their experience of this live event on social media in the most creative way. So, let's see who the winner is.
We have a winner?
I don't know, let's see.
I want the AirPods. Can I get them?
I don't know, did you share during the live event?
Well, you know, I'm here, so maybe my mother did it.
Right.
She
Ooh, wow.
probably watched it.
So let's see if we...
Mom, can you share it? I want an AirPods. Oh, here it is.
All right, the winner. There we go, Daniel. He said, excited to be watching today. So inspiring to see what is possible with Elementor, getting the creative juices flowing. Awesome.
Yay.
Thank you very much.
Thank
we'll
you
contact
for
you.
watching us. We have to say that. Thank
Yes.
you.
And what we'll do is we'll contact you with all the details so you can get the prize. Okay. I think that we've been waiting long enough, right? To find out who's going to take home the Apple Studio display and join us as our special guest in WordCamp Asia, Bangkok, Thailand.
Let's call back our guest speakers and find out what they were looking for to determine which website should win Best Website of Showoff 2022. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us again. So who wants to start? Tell us a little bit. How did you pick your winner?
Should I start?
Yes.
Go ahead, Rita.
Yeah, okay. All right. How did I pick my winner? Yeah. So I love good visual design, but what I see with a lot of websites is that visual design is overdone and then people only look at the visuals. So I've also tried to look at the message, like what is the goal of the website and does it actually get that goal across, like the main message. And for me, that the main website was the quake.info about the earthquake, because a lot of agencies have cool visuals, and sometimes I feel like it's more about the visual than about the message. But with the quake, it was just a perfect balance between a message and a good visual design, really cool effects, and I don't know, just everything about it. So that was my number one. Do I also have to share my number 2 and 3?
We actually don't need to share either of them. So you shared it already, but it's okay.
We are building the suspense.
That's okay. That's okay. It's only one
Sorry.
pick. So guys, just letting you know that we're going to announce it later. But anyway, let's hear what did you look for in your website without telling what you picked. So
Yeah, so I very similar to what Reno says, but I was also looking for something that almost sucked me into the website where I wasn't afraid to. So I look for headlines as well. I look for what is the point of the website? Why am I here? What am I going to get out of it? But there were a few websites on there that I was almost overwhelmed. I felt sucked in. I was in their world, and it was almost like I didn't care too much about the point of the website. I just loved it. It was like going on a journey. And like what Zoe has said earlier, when I saw a couple of them on there, I was like, wow, like, how did they do this? And I just sat there studying it, and anything that sucks you in, it is so credit to everyone that put their, brave people that put their designs out there. But yeah, anything that just sucked me in, it didn't feel like a website. If that is easy to explain. It didn't feel like your bog standard text images,
yeah.
which is what I do all the time.
Thanks for sharing.
They did a great job. This is what you're saying. Okay, Daryl, you want to share your thoughts?
Yeah, when I first entered this competition, you guys asked me to come here, and I was like, all right, cool, I can do this. And when I was like, when I saw the websites, I was like, oh my gosh, these are really, really good. Like this is amazing. This is something I didn't know you can do with Elementor. But just like we talked about with landing page strategies, I was just looking for like the basic necessities. I was saying, okay, is the message sent to me? When I was scrolling the websites as well, I'm like, where am I going? How am I being directed? And the creativeness of these websites was just, I've never seen it before. I've really never seen a lot of these designs like this. And I was looking at these and I'm like, man, maybe I should start using these for my videos. These are amazing. But overall, I was just looking for the creativeness. I was looking for consistency, the use of the colors, even very small things like padding, because when you're building a website, we take it for granted, or I'm sorry, people that come to the website take it for granted, like padding and margin.
Right.
But as designers, we know like every little single pixel makes a difference.
Every pixel matters.
And just looking, it's true. And looking at that when I was looking at these websites, I was just like, these guys all nailed it. These guys are top pros. So those are some of the things I was looking at. And like I said, I'm really excited to see who wins. These websites were truly amazing. Very nice.
All
awesome.
right.
Thank you for sharing that with us. Okay. So thank you very much. Thank you. The suspense really is killing us.
It's killing me. I need to know. I need to know already.
All right. Okay.
I think it's time.
But you know what?
What?
Let's just see all the category winners again. And finally,
seriously?
yeah. Let's just see them all again because they were so amazing. I want to see them. please.
Okay, fine.
And then we will finally find out who the grand prize winner of the Showoff 2022 is. For portfolio, Stefan from Austria.
For experimental, Yoni from Israel.
For e-commerce, Glenn from Belgium.
For landing page, Dan from the USA.
And for content, Lucy from the UK.
Okay, I can't bear it anymore. That's it. That's it. I'm dying
I'm with
here.
you.
I'm dying.
I'm with you.
Seriously, I need to know. Listen, all those websites
Right.
are like, how can we pick the best one?
I don't know.
Seriously.
But it needs to be done. And it's going to happen very soon.
And
In
it's
fact,
gonna be with us. Seriously, you're gonna deal with us in Bangkok.
In Bangkok. It's going to happen right now.
Okay, are you ready? Let's do a countdown.
Let's
a
do
count.
it.
Okay,
5.
I'm ready.
No.
Let's do 3,
2,
2,
1. And the winner is Dan from the USA.
Yay!
Woo! Congratulations!
Congratulations, Dan!
Woo!
You're a best website for Elementor Showoff
Showoff
competition.
2022.
Yeah. How do you feel? How is it to be the grand prize winner?
It's just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. As I said before, I find that Elementor is one of the best tools for web design, for web development, and I'm really so proud that my work won this competition. Guys, I'm almost speechless, and I'm so excited.
I hope you have a room in your office or your room, for the Apple Studio display. You need a room for that. That's a big thing. And also that you have your passport ready.
Clear your calendar.
Yeah.
Because you're going to WordCamp Asia, Bangkok, Thailand.
Yeah, pack your flip-flops. There's going to be summer there. It's going to be really cool.
Thank you guys. Thank you everybody.
So congratulations again. And it's very sad, but that's it.
Aww.
So thanks for joining us live today.
And a big, big, big thank you to our guest speakers, community leaders, and Elementor judges, and the thousands of entries we received from web creators all around the globe, and of course, you guys for joining and celebrating with us.
Don't miss our brand spanking new Instagram channel, Showoff_Elementor, where we will continue to present awesome and interesting websites for you to get inspired.
Thank you, Ziv, for having me here.
Thank you, Adas. And thanks everyone for watching.
Ciao for now.